All right. Good morning, or is it good evening, gentlemen? And
good evening. How you doing?
there's a bit of a satellite delay here, so it might make the conversation a little bit awkward. But why don't you guys start by saying your names and ranks and all that fun information?
Well, I'm Sergeant First Class Peter Jun, and
I'm Major Casey Minor.
Okay.
And I'm Specialist Ahrielle Soria.
All right. Well, first of all, why don't you guys give me a little background about yourselves? You guys are L.A. locals, right? Tell me where you guys are from, and I guess and where you are right now. That's the important thing.
All right. Well, I live in Ontario, California. I go to school at Mount San Antonio College, and I will be attending Cal State LA when I return. And we are in Kandahar, Afghanistan right now.
I grew up in Manhattan Beach, California, and had my undergrad at University of Southern California, Fight On, and I'm working on my doctorate at UCLA when I get back. So I have an internal house divided.
I grew up in a city named Chino, and I currently live in a city called Ontario. I'm a student at an off-site campus in Los Alamitos called Columbia College.
Great. Okay, so why don't you guys first start by telling me what your task is in Afghanistan. What is it that you guys are doing, and how have you found it so far?
My task in the military is I work in the operations center, and we have some tasks that get pushed down to our subordinate units, and just to make sure that they get the supplies, the fuel, the ammunition, the food. So we have to make sure that all those supplies get sent out to our down trace units.
Overall, the mission of the 311th Sustainment Command is logistics, and so what we make sure is that all of the supplies, ammunition, food, water, and material that's needed for everybody to fight the war gets to where it needs to go. And the other piece of that is that as we're drawing down in the war, that we also retrograde it, which means we take some of the stuff out that's not needed here. My specific job is an inspector general, and so I help the command team with mission readiness to prevent and react to some issues to make sure we're as effective as possible.
I'm an intelligence analyst, so I work with the threat across the entire country, and I relay that message to Sergeant Jun to let him know how it impacts sustainment and whether we can move our trucks and our planes to get things to where they need to go.
Specialist, while I have you on the microphone, there are some big changes coming with women in combat. Can you give me your perspective on that? Is that a good thing, bad thing? What does that mean for you?
Well, I think it's a great thing. It gives women, the opportunity to go out in that battlefield if that's what they want to do.
Mm-hmm. And so this is a step forward, you think, for women in the military?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Sure. So again, you see this as a step forward for women in the military?
Yeah, I think it's great for them. It's taking down boundaries that have been in place for a long time, and it's one step closer to equality.
And I guess overall now, as you all have been in Afghanistan, tell me how long you've been in Afghanistan and what you're experiencing. What are you seeing? What it what you expected? Are there things you didn't expect?
We've been here for a little over a month now. It's a little different. You can't really prep yourself for what it looks like, especially being the first time I'm deployed. It was a little culture shock. You see people from everywhere, and it's interesting to see the different mixtures of people and hear the different languages. So.
And Major Minor, how about you? What's your take on being there? Is it what you expected, or are there have there been some surprises?
This isn't the first time that I've been here, but I would say that there's significant changes, and that the coalition that we have, or the people that are working together for the missions, are pretty incredible. I actually have two former cadets that I taught ROTC with that are deployed here as captains in very diverse missions, both very engaged and both very excited about the Afghans taking the lead in the fight this spring.
Mm-hmm. And Peter, how about you? How long do you guys expect to be there? And you looking forward to getting home already, or is this kind of an exciting adventure so far?
This is my first deployment, so I could probably say that I'm excited to be here. But at the same time, I do miss my family. I don't know. I can't give you the specific time that we'll be home, but then we'll be home probably later on this year. But we just got to be here until we have to be here to support our country. So.
All right, folks, anything else I'm missing you want to get in there, just about being over there and how it's been going?
I would say for me, one of the things that I'd like to pass is, first of all, the two people that are sitting next to me are absolute rock stars, and you may not get from their answers. And I'm very privileged to be next to them during this mission. And secondly is that we all miss our families, and we all are sacrificing, but we're doing it together. And we have an amazing unit. All came together from different states based out of Los Angeles. And the brothers and sisters that we have are amazing. My daughter's in 2nd grade in Manhattan Beach and has a daddy-daughter dance tonight, and my older son is actually her date. And so although I get to miss it, and it really hurts that my family's even stepping up back home to be able to help out as well.
All right. Well, I appreciate you speaking with us, and thank you so much for that, and thank you for your service. So I don't know if you have any way of contacting loved ones, but we're going to see if we could get some of this on sometime this afternoon on Channel 7 here in Los Angeles.
Thank you very much.
Sir, we do like to say that we do appreciate all the support packages that we receive through all the people back at the States, and our support system that we receive here is just overwhelming. So we would like to thank a lot of the citizens of the United States helping us out. So thank you very much.
All right. Good luck, everyone, and thanks again for talking with us.